River 92.7, you can make your streaming experience much easier and better by downloading the DRG News app. And I bring in my partner in crime here, Chris Derry. We're back in action here at the Pilk. We were up at Hollister Field, but we're back here at our home for two great games ahead of us on a gorgeous day here in Pierre.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I couldn't ask for a better day. The nice little breeze, it's cool out in the 70s. Soccer fields are in great shape. Two very good soccer teams on the girls' side here getting ready to play each other on a Saturday. What more could you ask for?
Couldn't ask for anything better. I was talking to one of our other board ops, Megan Sexton, this morning. She said, beautiful day for soccer. I said, beautiful day to do just about anything outside today. So we're blessed to be out here under the nice sunshine, not a cloud in sight. Back in the studio, William Wilson doing all the hard work for us, punching the buttons. And before we get to our keys to success, we're going to hear a word from our friends at Central Dakota Eye Care, who sponsor our keys to success.
The key to success starts with vision. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazek of Central Dakota Eye Care. Regular, yearly comprehensive eye exams are key in finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 and schedule an appointment. New patients are always welcome. The staff at Central Dakota Eye Care is proud of our area youth and support their high school activities. Best of luck in the game. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
And as we're getting set for kickoff, about 15 minutes out, let's take a look at our visiting Spearfish Spartans. I was talking to their coach earlier this week, and this team is dealing with injuries. They dealt with a couple ACL injuries early on. They're missing a couple important starters, and that's got to be really tough for a team. And talking with their head coach, Justin Griffith, he said, look, we are injured, but we're battling. What does it do to a team when you're missing some key players with some serious injuries, keeping them out for the season? Because you know you're not going to get them back, so you have to start finding players to fill those roles. How do you go about doing that?
Well, it starts the year before. It starts 2 years before when you're developing your depth. You're developing your depth for the team.
I'm going to make a couple notes on it for you.
If you're doing a good job with your JV program, with the varsity program, they're ready to...
There we go. And when they step up to the varsity program, they should be able to, step into that role. Obviously, when you're missing some starters and they're key starters and they are major contributors to the team, it does make it a little bit more difficult to have someone just step right into that role. But in saying that, again, if you're developing through the JV program as you properly should, there may be a little bit of a drop-off, but that game experience will bring them up to speed when they need to.
And now looking over at the girls' side, head coach Kira Swenson was thrilled for the opportunity to play under the lights at Hollister Field. I spoke with her before the game. She said that was so cool, and talking with a couple parents too. It was really important, too, to get the girls in prime time. This girls' governor team is playing outstanding soccer. Early on this year, they got to play under the lights at Hollister Field, and now they continue a great season, 5-1, looking to advance. Can you talk about what a team is going through? You know, you're riding this high, but you want to keep your focus. You want to keep the pedal to the metal, and you get to a 5-1 record. Things seem to be going pretty well, and you want to keep that momentum going. How do you not let your head get in other places than the actual pitch itself?
Well, I think the grind that they had last week, 4 games in 6 days, that's unheard of in high school soccer. And those girls came through it, but they had a loss in there to Rapid Stevens, who's, in my opinion, one of the top 4 teams in the state. And in saying that, I think for Kira, they lost the game. That's a tough loss. They don't want to lose. But in saying that, it helps to have Kira keep the girls focused because they have a loss that they can look back at and say, we're still not where we need to be. We need to be where they are. We want to take them down. That's our next step.
And you mentioned a really good point there. One thing, too, they had a 10-day break before going on that 4 games in 6 days stretch. So really strange as a head coach, you want consistency. You want to be able to just get your team in a groove, and that's the absolute opposite of what Kier Swenson and Sean Blanchette had with both of these teams.
Yeah, it was 10 days off and then 3 games in 3 days, 2-day break, and then travel again. So 4 games, 6 days, 3 cities. That's brutal. And, it's tough on the girls. It's tough on the boys. It's tough on the coaches. It's tough to, like you said, groove. Hard to get your groove when all you're doing is grinding. And so now I think going forward for the rest of the season, it's a little bit more of a paced schedule, as I would like to call it. They have a couple days off, they play a couple days, which is what you get used to, and give you a chance to work on the last game, and thus fix it for the next game. So I think from here going forward, the girls are sitting in a great spot, heading into the meat of the season and getting ready to gear up towards the end.
Getting back into the grind back here at home. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We've got so much more coming, including starting lineups. We'll introduce you to our starting officials, and we'll get right to kickoff. We're less than 10 minutes away here at the PILC. You're listening to Pierre Governors Soccer on River 92.7.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Thank you. For 55 years, Beck Motor Company is celebrating our 55th anniversary, and it's all thanks to you, our incredible customers. Join us on September 12th from 4:30 to 9 p.m. for a special event filled with delicious food, percussion drumline, face painting, live music from KC Hughes, also home stretch band, bounce house for the kids, and Street Master Car Club on display. It's our way of saying thanks for your support and loyalty. Come be a part of the festivities at Beck Motor Company and help us celebrate 55 years of serving you.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Perfect day for some soccer. 70 degrees, not a cloud in sight here as we're about 9 minutes away from kickoff. We had the coin toss. We've got our starting officials right here in front of us. And while we've got them standing here and I got Chris on the headset, let's introduce our game officials. Chris, would you like to name our officials out here on the pitch today?
Yeah, in the center today we have Nicole Havstead, and Nicole is a very experienced referee, been around the game for a long time. Assisting her on the side will be Megan Glenn and Guy McNeely, both, all three here, very experienced crew. The girls have the benefit of having a lot of experience both on the sidelines and in the center, so should be all around. I mean, perfect pitch, great weather, two good teams, and a great referee crew. This is it's going to be a fun game to watch.
And as always, our introduction of game officials is sponsored by our friends, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
And now we'll introduce our starting lineups. First, we'll start with the visiting Spearfish Spartans. First, we're going to tell you who's not playing today, some injured players for the Spartans, as Kate Felland, got my lineups flying away here. Charlie Nichols and Ella Salanpa and Sierra Sanford not playing for the Spartans today, out with injury. Of course, talking to Justin Griffith, terrible to see those girls out. Hopefully they get better and can find themselves back on the pitch. But first now, we'll head to our starting lineups for the Spartans. Between the pipes, arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the state. We're going to have a goalkeeper battle today in Lauren Piotr. Also starting Holly Wise, Kate Scharf, Cora Pearson, Daniela Rodriguez, Marley Whitlock, Marley Mossett, Sylvia Sid Kerr-Moore, and Kenya Johnner. Before we get to our Pierre Governors starting lineup, we'll hear a word from our friends who sponsor our starting lineups at Envirotech.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use the mobile app Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule due to weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
And now for the Pierre Governor girls soccer team starting lineup between the pipes: Emlyn Swanson, Jasmine Yost, Allie Hutchinson, Gracelyn Taylor. Jersey Understock getting the start today: Grace Enbricht, Natalie Flottmeyer, Caitlin Taylor, Lexi Hilmer, and Ireland Templeton. And, of course, the great freshman, Miss Devin Van Rokel. And, folks, we are going to be getting to this game, but did want to mention something that was pretty interesting that got sent over by the father of Miss Natalie Flottmeyer. And this is actually going to be pertaining to next week. Very interesting piece here, if I can get it pulled up. Something that came across here the other day for us, and pardon me while I'm still trying to get this pulled up here, but it was interesting what he said. There's a new member of the Pierre Governor team in here at Pierre Soccer and part of the new family. Her name is Maria Rain Gordon, and she was recently diagnosed with a rare liver condition and underwent major surgery at the University of Minnesota. As she continues to recover from that surgery, she will still require ongoing care for quite some time. Her dad, Stephen, is a lifelong Gov soccer fan. He played soccer in the Pierre programs for over a dozen years, ending as a senior defenseman of the Governor's team. But that has not stopped his love for the game. He's now an assistant coach for the U14 girls as a non-parent coach. And next week, come out and see the Governor's soccer teams in action against Brandon Valley. This is on September 14th. Friends and family of Maria Rain Gordon have come together to put on a benefit luncheon to help support Maria and the Gordon family with free taco bar provided by Guadalajara from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. So make sure you get out to see that and support a great cause next week, September 14th. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break while we introduce starting lineups and get our national anthem. We'll be right back with kickoff right around the corner on River 92.7.
Superior Concrete is proud to sponsor the Governors this season, and just as proud to offer the finest concrete solutions available for commercial and residential applications, as well as foundation and flat work. The bottom line, if you need anything done with concrete, we can do it. Superior Concrete. Give us a call today for an estimate or more information. That's Superior Concrete. Find us on Facebook or call the office at 605-494-0102. That's 494-0102. Call today.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as a basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 an hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 3. That's 833-605-5483, extension 3, and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
This is Coach Scott Nye from your Pierre Governors and the team at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, where we focus on coaching something just as important, your finances. Everyone needs guidance through life's key financial decisions and challenges, not to mention the opportunity to feel confident that their retirement strategy will help them pursue the lifestyle they've dreamed about. As you're looking for the right team to assist you, we're right up the street and ready to provide you the help that can make all the difference. Contact our Pierre office today by visiting rankygray.com.
Starting lineups being announced here at the Pilk. Teams are running out onto the field. We are moments away from kickoff. As always, our kickoff is sponsored by Comtech.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
And that sound you hear in the background is the finish of our nation's anthem. Everybody faced towards the flags. Loud round of applause as we are now moments away from kickoff. Man, that gives me goosebumps every time I hear it, Chris.
Yeah, it's got a special place in my heart as a veteran and knowing a lot of people who are serving right now. That's an emotional song for me no matter how many times I hear it.
And I do my best to keep us out of break, or on break I should say, off the air during the national anthem so we can pay our respects. Sometimes we got to come back in the middle of it, but glad to have you join us at the end of it. We hear it every morning at 7 o'clock on KGFX. Great to hear it again. Our sports scoreboard is sponsored by Gale's Gas Service today. That'll be keeping score and time for us. Our video sponsor is presented by Bauman Lumber. We've got the great Caleb Brozick doing the camera work today here for us, streaming through drgnews.com via live ticket TV. William Wilson back in the booth, Justin Coward alongside Chris Derry here as the teams are taking the field. Caleb Brozick working on his golf swing over here. The grass is enticing, nice and green, making it look, it's a little bit shorter than our U.S. Open rough that we're used to here in South Dakota. They're going to be able to get through it. And I got a bone to pick with my friend Chris Derry here. If you know, on Monday morning, we've got the next episode of Players Perspective, the podcast that I do dropping, and you can find it on drgnews.com. I had semi-professional soccer player Sebastian Sanchez Souza come and sit down. And folks, if you've got a young player that's looking to make it to the next level, you got to listen to this. He tells you exactly what it takes to become a professional soccer player. But he did tell me, Chris, that the wind does affect shots. So as much as you've been telling me that it's got a little bit of effect, he said the wind can put some English on shots. I'll tell you, I felt pretty vindicated there after he told me that. So,
it can put some English on a shot, definitely. If you can play it right, it'll help your shot out. But if you know how to drive the ball, you can also negate it as much as possible.
See, I can never win with Chris Derry, I'll tell you what. We are underway here at the PILC. Great to have you alongside with us. Glad to have my friend Chris Derry back with us. William Wilson back in the booth. Caleb Brozick working the camera. Pierre's got the ball right here at midfield. Another gorgeous day for some soccer here. Low wind, 70 degrees. Light breeze. Nothing but sunlight here in the offset. Ball being fought for here at midfield. Natalie Flottmeyer in there, getting in on the action. Thanks to Jesse Flottmeyer for sending us that story there about Maria Rain Gordon. And Chris, you had mentioned that you coached part of that family. Is that correct?
Actually, Stephen and his older brother Doug both played for me when I was a high school coach here. And Stephen was, and still is, and was an excellent young man and is becoming a great leader amongst the soccer community now, transitioned into that leadership role. And I'll tell you what, the email you read off there earlier, folks, you cannot do anything better than come down and support that fundraiser for that family and their newborn. So
even if you're not a soccer fan and you just want to have a great experience and support a good cause, come out and support the Gordon family and the Pierce soccer family as well. Ball being played in right here towards the middle midfield. Natalie Flottmeyer going to take it down. Grace Imbricht plays it along to Allie Hutchinson. Allie Hutchinson feeds that one through nicely to Ireland Templeton. Ball still being played right there at the midfield circle. And again, Chris, here we go. Give us your feel on what we're seeing here early in the onset. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Spearfish is going to try to play a slow possession style game. They do not want to get into a track meet with the Govs here, and the Governors, they want to find that space and do what they do best: put pressure, create turnovers, and punish you for mistakes. And so I think you're going to see both teams trying to put their stamp on the game early and force their way of playing.
No scoring opportunities yet. JV boys game going on behind us. Ball being controlled here at midfield. Not nearly attacking as this one's taken away here by the Spartans. Played forward into the near side corner. Chasing after that one quickly, Marley Whitlock. Whitlock going to be contested for this ball. That's going to be played there by Allie Hutchinson out of play. Giving the Govs a chance to get set up here.
That's a nice ball into space. A little bit too far out there. It didn't look like she was quite ready for it, but
had the right idea.
Some speed on the outside there. It's gonna, see what if they can get in behind on with a three-back system that the Govs are playing.
Ball thrown in, being played far side. Kenya Johnner now. Ball being kicked around and played through. And now cleared out of the zone, played up the far sideline with some speed being played over there far side. It looks like that's Graceland Taylor chasing after it. Graceland Taylor's had herself an incredible season thus far.
Yeah, and you saw that right there. Graceland's closing speed and then just blew by her. Just, nice try for the ball to switch fields. Just didn't quite get it there, but again, you can see the advantages she's going to have with the speed on the outside.
17 shots on goal this season. 5 have found the back of the net. She's also assisted on 7 goals, so she has been a major factor, Graceland Taylor has, and she's going to take this throw-in for the Govs. Eyeing it. Toss over the head into the zone. Headed out, though, by the Spartans, but kept alive here by the Govs. Being far side and rolling out of bounds. This is going to set up now the first corner kick of the game for the Govs, and taking this one for Pierre will be Lexi Hilmer. Now good early opportunity here. We'll see if the Govs can put some pressure on the net. We told you Lauren Piotr, one of the best goalkeepers in the state thus far. Justin Griffith has been so pleased. Hilmer off the left foot, going to play this one outside of the box, just out of reach for Jersey Understock, and now coming back the other way with it, Marley Whitlock, but the speedy Jasmine Yost comes in to take it away, and now she's going to get the push back. Near sideline, trying to just eye the field, turns it back up. Oh, nice spin wheel. And played out of bounds by the Spartans. That was Sarah Heine, one of the team's captains.
And you can see right there, there's another advantage. You can see the speed all over the field with the girls.
Incredibly fast. Both teams incredibly fast. The Govs use the speed to their advantage. Speedy players like Graceland Taylor, Natalie Flotmeyer, and of course the Bullet, Allie Hutchinson. This one going to be thrown in here by the Spartans. Daniela Rodriguez. The long heave. Played back now. Flotmeyer with it for the Govs. Plays it across. This one going to get all the way across the field to Jersey Understock. Still got the brace on the right knee, but it looks a little bit lighter than the one we saw at Hollister Field. Ball on the far side, out of play, going to be thrown in by the Spartans. Good crowd on hand across the way. Got the far sideline nearly completely full.
That's a nice crowd on hand for the game. I mean, beautiful weather brings out a nice crowd.
Absolutely. Can't stay inside for this one. This one going to be played forward, looking for Marley Whitlock, the speedy player for the Spartans. Emlyn Swanson going to come out of the box, clear it up forward, and plays it ahead to Jasmine Yost. Jasmine Yost right in front of us, out of bounds. Nice catch by Josephine Wirtz. She plays it back to Jasmine Yost, and now Wirtz will check into the game, checking out for the Govs, Natalie Flotmeyer.
And that's what you need your goalkeeper to do. You were talking about Lauren Piotr being one of the better goalkeepers in the state. I would argue that Emlyn's right there with her.
Absolutely.
And Emlyn can play that sweeper-keeper role real well for this three-back system that the Govs are playing here. They're playing a 3-5-2, and when you're playing a 3-5-2 like that, having your keeper at the top of the 18 like that is very important.
And not to take anything away from Emlyn Swanson, she has been dynamite between the posts this year for the Govs, but the defense in front of her with Natalie Flottmeyer coming in, Allie Hutchinson taking the balls away has been a huge, huge weight lifted off of Emlyn Swanson's shoulders too.
You know, and that's something I tell my teams all the time, and a lot of coaches do. Hey, if we got a good defense in front of us, the keeper's job is easy, but we will depend on the keeper to make 1, maybe 2 good saves a game, and if they do that, you're always going to be successful. And Emlyn so far has made a lot of those saves. Lauren Piotr over there, Lauren will do the same thing. I've watched her come up since she was 12 years old, and she's always been a standout keeper.
Talked to Emlyn Swanson's dad before the game. He's bursting with pride. He was trying to keep it close to the vest of just how good Emlyn's been this year. He didn't want to give away too much, but it's been clear. This one being played out in front now by the Spartans, getting an opportunity. Marley Whitlock plays it to the middle of the field, out in front of the box, cleared out by Jersey Understock. And now going to be played forward to a little same team.
And
kicked off the shit of the Govs right back into the zone.
Yeah, Lexi was trying to get the ball out wide and it hit it right off of Van Rokel.
Great slide tackle here by Jasmine Yost, but kept alive by the Spartans, played out in front of the net. Ball going to be crossed back into the middle by Kate Scharf. Now a sliding kick goes down to the ground, and now a shot from the right foot of looks like Haley Artis, but a whistle on the field, and possession going to go back to the Govs.
Haley Artis from Spearfish comes from a long line of soccer players there. She's had 2 older brothers who've gone through Spearfish soccer, and has definitely carried on the tradition of the Artis family, playing as an attacking style player.
Savannah Thompson here waiting to check in for the Spartans, another one of this team's captains. Going to be thrown in here by Jasmine Yost, finding Devin Van Rokel near side, but played through, picked up. The Spartans played through to Grace Inbricht. Inbricht now patiently waiting, plays it through to Van Rokel. Did Lexi Hilmer. Fight for the ball here at midfield, played off the shin of Jasmine Yost. And now the substitution coming in for the Spartans. Going to check out of this game Marley Whitlock. And as we said, Savannah Thompson getting her first minutes of today's match.
Savannah's going to bring a different look out there when she gets out on the field. She's going to bring a little bit of physicality when she gets out on the field, out in that midfield role.
Justin Griffith, head coach of the Spartan team, beaming with pride about his team's defense thus far this year. Play teams very tough, don't allow many scoring opportunities, and when you do get in front of the net, you got to get past Piotr, which is a tough task in itself. This ball taken away at midfield by Jasmine Yost. Looked Grace Inbricht way. Now coming back towards Inbricht. Going to roll it softly towards her. Some good give and goes here. Can Grace Inbricht get to this one? Just barely keeps it in play. Nicely done. And now out of bounds. We'll see which way the flag points. That one's going to go back to Spearfish. Inbricht picked up the ball. She tried to convince the referees it was Gov's ball.
You tell your players all the time, pick the ball up and get it back into play and make the referee stop you, and that's exactly what Grace is trying to do right there. Just, good soccer IQ play.
And now a nice feed from Gracelyn Taylor up to Jersey Understock. Understock with a right foot shot, but saved by Piotr. Right into the waiting hands. Piotr with the pink kit on today between the pipes. Jersey Understock with the highlighter green. Here are the Govs with their home forest green jerseys, forest green shorts with the white numbering and the white stripes down the side of the shorts. Spartans with the black shorts, white jerseys, and the maroon numbering. Gracelyn Taylor out top of the semicircle, feeds it in for Devin Van Rokel at a sliding save by Piotr. Did not want that ball getting any deeper in the zone.
Nice come out by Miss Lauren there. She saved her defense. Whenever your defense is facing your own goal and running back towards you as a keeper, you want to come out, close that space, take the ball, and clear your box and get the ball going the other way.
One shot on goal thus far coming from Lexi Hilmer and the Govs. Now 2 substitutions here checking into the game for Pierre.
Katie Hostler and Natalie Flottmeyer heading in for the girls.
Absolutely. Jersey Understock, Lexi Hilmer checking out. Also checking out for the Spartans, Haley Artis. And into the game for them, Gabrielle Rannick.
It's fun watching out here, seeing all these kids come through, that someone like me who's been watching them as they've come up through the years, and I've seen a lot of these Spearfish kids for a lot of years play, and it's fun seeing them out here on the field competing in a good soccer game.
Coming to fruition. Young players, hard work coming up, getting to play at the varsity level. This one trying to be crossed into the middle by Graceland Taylor. Going to go off the shin of a Spartan and set up a corner for the Govs. Graceland Taylor will take this one for Pierre. Second corner of the game thus far. Taylor going to kick this one away with the right foot. Low driving kick towards the semicircle. Played into the middle and bouncing through trouble into the hands of Lauren Piotr. Devin Van Roekel was right there, went off the thigh, bounced through a couple defenders, right into the hands of the Spartan goalkeeper. This one played to midfield, bouncing high up into the air, jumping over it. Grace Inbrick's going to roll out of bounds. No one touched it, so going to go back to the Govs. Oh, well, no, now a change. And, yep, nope. Changing hands a couple different times. Back to the Govs, rightfully so. And off the foot of Devin Van Roekel, out of play. Now Spartans will get the ball back. Throwing this one in, Sarah Heine. Popped way up into the air over top of our tent into the JV game. And one of the hard-working ball girls going to chase that one out, get it out of harm's way. Over here on the near side, thrown back in by the Spartans. A little bit of tap and go out of bounds. Sarah Heine again to throw it in. And now out of bounds. Grace Inbrick's going to get this ball back for the Govs. Played into congestion, getting through it, Devin Van Roekel, but picked up by the Spartans. Now Natalie Flatmeyer comes flashing through and takes it away. Plays it forward here. Govs trying to get some momentum. Katie Hostler on the far side competing for the ball. That one taken away by Kenya Johnner.
And that's what you want to see. If you're in, if all the girls, all the pressure was on this side of the field. If you can get one or two passes to get to that opposite side, you just saw it right there, 1v1 on that back side, and acres of space in front of you. As a team in possession, that's what you want to do, is switch those fields as quick as possible.
No score on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard thus far, about 10 minutes into this match. Both teams getting a feel for each other. Pierre is attacking from our right to our left. Spearfish going back the other way, left to right. Crossed up here near side by Piotr, played through towards midfield. Flotmeyer steps in front of that one, played back to Allie Hutchinson. Hutchinson forward. Ireland Templeton plays it back. Ball out far side, out of play. And now going to be picked up quickly by Katie Hostler. And now two substitutions coming in. Jersey understock Lexi Hillemer back into the game. Also back into the game for the Spartans, Marley Whitlock and Gabrielle Ranick checking out for Spearfish.
Marley wasn't off very long. I'm assuming Justin wanted to give her a few things he saw up front up there, maybe some pointers. You know, there's a lot of times as a coach, you don't want to scream out, you know, your adjustments. Hey, can we have a quick chat, talk about it, get a drink of water, and then go back out there and see if you can put it into motion.
Recharge those speedy legs of Marley Whitlock. Govs now trying to control, but taken away by the Spartans on a soft pass, and now played forward for Savannah Thompson. Allie Hutchinson cuts in front of that one. Hutchinson steals it away, coming near side, plays it up to Understock, who plays it forward for Natalie Flotmeyer. But taken away by Savannah Thompson and played forward for Whitlock, who just got the breather. Grace Imbrick gives chase. And out of our view now, we've got all sorts of stuff in our way. We got a golf cart, a Gales Gas Service scoreboard, a tent, some players. But that doesn't stop Chris Derry for pointing it and letting us know the Spartans will have the ball and a throw-in down near that near side corner.
Old referee and me coming out sometimes.
He can always find an angle, no matter what. Got some Coca-Cola cups that I'm staring at, trying to play through here. Spartans with the ball, controlling it down in the Gov zone, a little back and forth, trying to get it out, congestion down here.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. That's where you want to get that ball. Look at all the space on the backside back there.
Wide open.
Yep.
Of course, it's tough to do with this Pierre Governor defense that just swarms around you like a South Dakota mosquito bunch.
Yeah, they collapse well, which on defense, that's what you want. You want to collapse the ball, take away the space, make it hard, make it predictable.
Josephine Wirtz coming out of the game, waiting to check in Zoe Bauer. Another impressive season thus far for Zoe Bauer, the 8th grader midfielder who has come on and played some very crucial minutes for the Govs and has held her own.
Yeah, she's done very well as a young player coming out there. She gives a little different dynamic when she steps on the field. which is always a nice thing as a coach. Give the other team something different to look at, something different to have to plan for.
And for Kira Swenson, knowing I don't have only 4 years with her, I've got 5. So getting a young 8th grader some very good playing time and a very important role, going to be a big player for the Govs moving forward. Ball played at midfield. Gracelyn Taylor settling it down, playing it over towards Natalie Flatmeyer, who finds a fleeting jersey understock near side. Understock going to try to get it around Sarah Heine, but unable to do so. This one played back towards midfield. Allie Hutchinson playing for it with Savannah Thompson. Grace Embrick pops it high up into the South Dakota sky. Allie Hutchinson tracking back and just going to turn play this one safely back to Emlyn Swanson. Boots it up high off the side of the foot. Thought she might field that one, but plays it back towards midfield. And now a whistle on the field. This is going to go against Spearfish, and the Govs will get a quick start here.
Yeah, a little dangerous play right there. Bringing, everyone likes to call it a high kick, but in soccer there is no foul called high kick. It's all dangerous play. So.
A dangerous play that was caused by a high kick.
There you go.
This one played towards Lauren Piotr right in front of the net and scored for the Govs. Natalie Flatmeyer, a beautiful feed from the top of the circle, and it bounced a couple times. Natalie Flatmeyer came cutting through, and nothing Piotr could have done about that one. Govs on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard at 1-0 here early in the first half.
Great finish by Natalie, great patience. Lauren got caught there. She, you saw her hesitate. She started to come out and then paused, and that little pause right there, that as a keeper, you just can't have that. And Natalie saw it, collected herself, just passed it right in the back of the net. Beautiful finish, beautiful patience. Govs take advantage of a mistake and up 1-0.
Great job by Natalie Flatmeyer to make the play there, put the Govs on the board. So 1-0 here, about 15 or so minutes into this first half. Natalie Flatmeyer finding the back of the net for the Govs.
Yeah, that's that right there. The pressure. Pressure started here in the midfield, got it up front.
And it all started with that dangerous play setting up the piece for the Govs.
Yes, it did.
This one taken away nicely by Gracelyn Taylor. Going to play it forward here, going through the middle of the field. It's Katie Hostler with it, plays it back. Caitlin Taylor now plays it forward, trying to get it to Lexi Hilmer, just out of her reach.
Keep the ball down!
So now a discussion over on the far side as to who this ball belongs to. Still waiting, and now going to be thrown in by the Spartans. Later on midfield.
Foul call. Jasmine Yost came in typical Jasmine fashion. You're going to battle for the ball, and I'm going to make you earn it.
That's the type of aggressiveness that Kira Swenson instills in her team.
Yep.
It's
nothing wrong with it.
No, not at all. It's not dirty in any way. They just play hard. It's all you can ask for. Kira Swenson wants to know who's on 9. This one played for Lexi Hilmer, controls it, plays it towards the middle of the field, looking for Natalie Flatmeyer, a lone goal scorer on the day. Played back to Allie Hutchinson. Allie looking for an outlet. Tried to play it across to Caitlin Taylor. Caitlin Taylor tried to chase it down, but goes around, bounces off a couple vehicles.
Love playing pinball with parked cars.
It's only the soccer ball. If it was a baseball or a softball, a little bit different story, but no harm, no foul. Gracelyn Taylor playing it forward, tried to feed it through for Lexi Hilmer, but Lauren Piotr all over it.
Yep, she just couldn't get the ball out from underneath her feet. Natalie had to slow up her run and just a little bit late on that pass, but the idea was there. So you wait, that'll happen again, and next time I can almost promise that ball won't get stuck under Gracelyn's feet.
Played forward by Emlyn Swanson. Flatmeyer corrals it at midfield. Plays it back to Ireland Templeton, who feeds it forward, looking for the 8th grader Zoe Bauer. Great feed to set up this offensive look. Bauer will turn it back around. Working here on Sarah Heine. And, oh man, this one just too far ahead by Ireland Templeton. Nobody there to receive the pass.
Yeah, right there, that's where I would like to have seen Ireland can pull the ball back and get it over that other side, not play it right back into pressure. But she had the idea. She was hoping Zoe to peel off and make that give and go run. So, two different ideas. Just next time, we'll see what she does with that idea.
Pass was picked off by Lexi Hilmer, now fought for on the far side corner. Savannah Templeton takes it away now. Fought for, and just kind of pinballing back and forth here. Ireland Templeton picks this one back up in the middle of the field for the Govs. Played through to Graceland Taylor. Graceland Taylor turns around, puts a left-hand roller shot on, saved by Lauren Piotr. And folks, we want to welcome in all our Spearfish fans who are listening to the broadcast today. Talked to Justin Griffith. He wanted the link. So we're going to get our fans, make sure they can tune in and watch it. All the great Spartan fans who didn't make the trip out today, listening on River 92.7 or watching on drgnews.com via Live Ticket TV. This one could be played back by Allie Hutchinson, cleared out by Emlyn Swanson. Good pressure from the Spartans there, forcing a soft touch up and out of bounds by Zoe Bauer, and the Spartans going to get an opportunity here. Nice pressure defensively, or I should say offensively there, that turned defensive by the Spartans. Taken away by Ireland Templeton down in the zone, but played through and picked up by the Spartans. Too tough of a touch there by the Spartans and taken away by the Govs here. Pushing it up midfield, hard foul. They're called on Jasmine Yost, a little bit of a shoulder in there, and there you go again. You just said it, Jasmine Yost playing tough.
Yeah, she is, and I know people can't see me here. I'm having a little giggle, but Jasmine, she's gonna make you earn. If you get the ball from her, you will have earned it. And I absolutely love that as a coach, and watching her play like that.
Set piece cleared in. Opportunity now out in front by the Spartans. Almost cleared through into the front of the net by Anna Taglioli. But just a little bit out of her reach. And now some subs coming in. Devin Van Rokel, Josephine Wirtz coming out of the game. Graceland Taylor getting her first breather.
Good job, GT.
As well as Jasmine Yost.
Yeah, and I'm guessing Kier just pulling Jasmine off to take the focus off of her a little bit. That's a great little coaching thing you do. You see the ref made 2 calls on you. Just pull you off, let the referee focus on someone else for a minute.
Savannah Thompson, nice play through for the Spartans, but cleared out by the defense of the Govs. Now controlled on the Spartan side and taken across midfield by Spearfish. This one going to go out of bounds. Waiting to check into the game. Substitution coming here for the Spartans when they get the whistle. Thrown in by the Govs. Now controlled by Flottmeyer. Played through to Josephine Wirtz. Wirtz looking for the outlet. Plays it back to Ingrid. A little bit out of her reach. Going to draw her back further than she wanted to go, but played up with the left foot. Zoe Bauer fighting for the ball here near side, trying to turn the corner, and does nicely. Great tiptoe on the sideline. Josephine Wirtz plays it forward. Got Lexi Hilmer, who's got a little bit of a lane. This one deflected up in the air. Hilmer chasing, looking for that left foot. Going to try to play it back towards the middle. Stops on a dime, falls down to the ground, and now kicked off the Govs player. And that'll be a goalie kick coming for the Spartans. Nice, smart play there. Once I can get a number, I'll let you know who it was on the defensive by the Spartans. Smartly, high IQ play to turn and just kick it off of Lexi Hilmer to change the possession.
Yeah, and again, patience. You want your defenders to be patient. And I always tell my defenders, if you're patient, they will give you the ball, and that's what she did right there. Ball's in a bad spot, just kick it off or get the goal kick.
And that was Daniela Rodriguez with a nice defensive play by the Spartans. Wanted to get her name in there. Sarah Heine chasing back after this one. Pressured nicely there by Maya Fravel.
Yeah, the young Maya Fravel just checked in, getting some minutes at varsity. That's give a completely different look than what's been out there so far.
By Josephine Wirtz trying to get through that tough Spartans defense. Unable to do so. Take it away nicely by Spearfish. Played up ahead and moving forward with the ball. Anna Taglioli now played here. Middle coming right towards our cameraman. Almost knocking the camera down, but Caleb Brozick plays it nicely. Sarah Heine to throw this one in for the Spearfish Spartans. Rosenberg takes it away. Heine picks it up cleanly, plays it forward, trying to find that crosser out in front of the net. Emlyn Swanson comes out to rescue it. Kate Scharf was there. Great pass, but Emlyn Swanson with a nice play to come in, stop that advance.
Yep, Emlyn playing that high line, so to speak, playing off of her a touch line there, which is what you want to see. Save your defenders the run and get the ball going the other direction.
Fight for the ball, far side. Lexi Hilmer getting in on the action. Played in front, and now a dangerous pass, almost picked off by Maya Fravel. Wow, she was in a perfect position. Good on the young player, Maya Fravel, to put herself in the area of the ball. Almost got that steal and would have had a one-on-one with Lauren Piotr in front of the net.
And that's what pressure does. Sometimes you make those defenders make that mistake, and that happens again. You might see a goal come out of it.
Allie Hutchinson tried to play it near side for Fravel. A little bit behind her on the pass. Gov's defense playing a little bit more conservative, it seems, this week. Playing 3 players back deep. One of those being Allie Hutchinson, not wanting anything to get behind them. Ireland Templeton with it, playing near side Grace Embrecht. Embrecht plays it forward.
And I think what you're starting to see there is the nuances of it playing that 3-5-2. They're getting more comfortable with it. You see Ireland playing that defensive center mid, the 6, and just keeping that gap control, and that allows Allie to drop back a little bit, be a little bit deeper for any balls that might go through.
Right on the tent here in front of us. Sarah Heine going to throw this one in for the Spartans. Popped up into the air off the head of Ireland Templeton. Played high into the sky. We can't see that one. Off a couple of heads, and this one going to go back to the Spartans. Going to be Daniela Rodriguez to throw it in far down the near sideline. Ireland Templeton plays it out with the head.
Daniela has relations here in Pierre. Her uncle is Sidney Zanin, the owner of Guadalajara's restaurant.
Great place.
Her dad owns the Guadalajara's out in Spearfish, so some local ties there for Daniela.
And of course, as you know, Guadalajara sponsoring next week's free taco bar from 11:30 a.m. in honor of the Gordon family. Make sure you get out, get some tacos next Saturday, the 14th.
I'm hoping he brings down some of his queso dip.
Ooh, you really want to get people out. Bring the queso dip. Far side throw in coming. We can't even see the number on the player down there. Too much to look through. It was Grace Inbrecht actually now who threw that one in. She'll do it again. Throw it into Flotmeyer. Lexi Hilmer now fighting for it. Played through, taken away by...
And what you see Pierre usually do by playing that high pressure and looking for a turnover, Spearfish doing to Pierre right there and causing the turnovers.
Played at the middle of the field, played through, nice feed to Lexi Hilmer. Now Lexi Hilmer looking for Maya Fravel up the side. Cut off nicely by Rodriguez. Maya Fravel unable to get to it. Now played up here and picked off by Grace Imbrecht. Lexi Hilmer now plays it forward for Fravel. Fravel with a nice knee to stop that pass away from the Spartans. Now played through, Sophia Kern-Moore. And taken away by Josephine Wirtz. Wirtz plays it through, trying to get it to Fravel. Almost makes the save. But it'll be thrown in by Heine. And now Anna Taglioli comes up, plays it through. Emlyn Swanson fields it on one bounce. Tough angle there.
A little bit of an awkward bounce that caught Grace off kilter there, and the Spearfish player was had the benefit of it. But Emlyn doing what she does, cleaning up any balls that come near her goal.
Emlyn hasn't really been truly tested thus far, but cleaning up some scramble plays nicely. It's just another testament to the defense of the Govs. Now playing through, a couple of numbers, nice feed ahead. Anna Taglioli now playing it far side, trying to get it back towards the middle of the field. Played tough by Allie Hutchinson, and now taken away by Caitlin Taylor and played out of play.
Great defense by both those girls. Caitlin, you watch there, she backed off, gave Allie the space, supported her. If the striker got past Allie, she was right there to clean it up. It's textbook cover and support defense.
Alice Rapp, another 8th grader, going to be checking in for the Govs on the next whistle. Natalie Flotmeyer here plays it through, trying to find Maya Fravel, but picked off by the Spartans and played into the zone. Coming through, feed picked off by Enbrecht. Still fighting for the ball. Spearfish will retain, but takes it out of the zone. Chased after far side, Kenya Johnner. And and played out of play. Nice defense there, going to be thrown in by the Govs. And Alice Rapp checking into the game. Also checking into the game, Adeline Bunny for the Spartans. Checking out for Spearfish will be Kate Scharf, and checking out for the Govs, Jersey Understock. Elena Rounds going to check into this game as well when she gets an opportunity. And Jasmine Yost going to get back out onto the field for the Govs when she can. Thrown in, played out by Ireland Templeton off the head. Not sure that's exactly what she wanted to do on that throw. Cleared out by Allie Hutchinson.
A little bit of scatter play right here. You're seeing a lot of pressure pushed forward. Look at the numbers that are forward for Spearfish right now.
Yeah.
And the Govs are just, it's congested. It's 3 lines, and it's hard to get through, and you're just seeing a lot of pinball right now of soccer instead of some passes, which you got to go through these little grind spots during every game and see who comes out on the other side.
Do you think that's something that Justin Griffith saw and maybe changed on the fly here early in the first half?
Well, you heard him over here talking to his players. He's telling his defense to step up a little bit. He didn't want them getting the Governors to get the ball out wide and start their play. He was worried about them getting the ball out wide here, starting the play going forward. So he told his defenders to step forward. And smart on the coach's side. You know, you recognize it, get your players to adjust to it, and they have. And this is the result. They've been pressuring on the offensive end for a pretty substantial amount of time here.
Sophia Sid-Kernmore trying to play it back for her Spartan teammate. Going to be kept alive here. Anna Taglioli now with a deflected shot. She chases back to it. Now tries to clear it through. Grace Inbrick picks it off, and now off the forearm of Sarah Heine. And Grace Inbrick's going to get the throw in. Here come the substitutions for the Govs. Maya Fravel checking out after some good play, as well as Ireland Templeton headed back to the bench for the Govs. Thrown in by Inbrick, popped up into the air by Gracelyn Taylor, also popped up into the air by Elena Rounds, and out of play. Sarah Heine to throw it in, and now she'll turn it over to Daniela Rodriguez. Ball fought for. Elena Rounds again heads it out of play. She's laughing. She said, I did it twice now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just came right off the top of her head that you don't have control of where that ball's going to go when it comes off the top like that.
Ball outside the box, fought for by Allie Hutchinson, played back to Grace Inbrick, trying to get it out of the zone. Elena Rounds, beautiful pass ahead to Gracelyn Taylor, who gets it on to Natalie Flottmeyer, trying to get it to the far side, but now deflected away by the Spartans. Now chasing after that one, Alice Rapp. Played it back to Caitlin Taylor, trying to get this out of the zone. Lexi Hilmer couldn't control it. Now played through, trying to find Rodriguez. Excuse me, that's Taglioli that she was trying to find.
And that's what we were talking about right there. Now they got the ball in the middle. She transitions it to the other side. We're in the wide open space. Unfortunately, she came right back up where the defense was and couldn't clear the area, couldn't clear the zone, as we would say.
Chris Derry saw it. Flottmeyer just couldn't get her head turned in time, and good defense by the Spartans. Taglioli plays this one on a couple bounces. Emlyn Swanson softly going to field that one and look downfield, rolling out to her right, and boots it away. Flottmeyer now chasing after this one as it bounces a couple times across midfield. Flottmeyer tracks it down, turns around, plays it through. Jasmine Yost off the shin of a Spearfish defender, plays it across near side for Anna Taglioli. Grace Inbrick fighting with Taglioli on the ball. This one going to go out of bounds. Inbrick going to keep the possession. Plays it forward for Elena Rounds, using the tall frame there to try to block out Sarah Heine as this ball gets down to the near side corner. Rodriguez playing Elena Rounds tight. Chess match going on down there, and played out by Rodriguez. Gracelyn Taylor to throw it in.
Yep. Daniela just, hey, take the pace out, kick it out of bounds. Let's get our defense set up again.
This one kicked out of play. Piotr will be able to kick this one in. Got a check-in for the Spartans, a number not on their roster, number 25. So we'll try to get a name for you.
Tell Audrey to switch with
Also checking into the game, Gabrielle Rainick.
or someone.
Chris Derry going to go try and find out who that number 25 is for us. This one played towards middle of the field. Enbricht feeds it across to Elena Rounds. Elena Rounds, a little nutmeg pass. Played forward for Jasmine Yost. Yost down the corner, nice touch. Can she keep it in play? She does. Crosses it into front. Graceland Taylor with a shot off the side of the goal. Great look there from the Govs. Graceland Taylor turned around on a dime. Incredible play by Jasmine Yost to keep that one alive. A beautiful pass from Elena Rounds up to Yost created that scoring opportunity. Just a little bit of a tough angle there from Graceland Taylor, but nonetheless, great shot on goal. And now Lauren Piotr will set things up, slow things down a little bit. She plays it through. Nice touching passes coming through here. Chris Derry back alongside me. We need a pen. Does anybody have a pen? This one played through far side, down low. Adeline Bunny. Well, we can't find a pen. Chris Derry's going to go. We're going to use good old-fashioned technology. And we find out that number 45 is 25 is Miss Ashlyn Little for the Spearfish Spartans.
Evidently she has a twin sister that's playing on this team as well.
And if I had to guess, looking through the roster,
she might be on the JV. I just went over to
must
the
be.
coaches
I don't see
over
any
there.
other
And the coach
littles.
like, oh yeah, it's her twin sister. I'm like, oh.
Let's go, Grace!
So Justin kind of giggling at me. We're running over to getting names.
That's how we do it here on these broadcasts. Oh, beautiful feed through Natalie Flotmeyer, staying on side. And now Flotmeyer slows it down, tries to set it up. Great feed pass through to Natalie Flotmeyer. Looks like a sure scoring opportunity. Going to be kept alive by the Govs here. Jasmine Yost going to try to feed it up the near side for Elena Rounds. Picked off nicely by Daniela Rodriguez.
Jasmine made a great pass to Natalie there.
And making another great pass is Ashlyn Little as she gets it ahead to Gabrielle Rainick.
Yeah, what you want to see there, Natalie got that ball in behind. We always tell our strikers, change your angle. You know, you're ahead of them, so the only way they can get around you is either by outrunning you or fouling you. So make sure to change your angle, keep the ball in front of you and behind you. Run it all the way into the net.
Ball being fought for by Elena Rounds and Sarah Heine near sideline in front of the Spartan bench. Taken away by Jasmine Yost. But played forward to Ashlyn Little. Little tries to get it across to Rainick, but taken away by Enbricht. Enbricht kicks it off the shin of Rainick and out of play. Elena going to check out of this game. Jersey Understock back into the match for the Govs.
Sorry, am I in your way?
Talking to Justin Griffith before the game, asked him what his goals are of his team. He said he didn't want to get too in-depth about what their specific team's goals are, but he tells his team, I want you to compete hard, play hard, and put your best foot forward, and they're doing just that today. They do trail 1-0, but man, they are playing the Govs tighter than I've really seen anybody here at the PILC play this team.
Yeah, they're making it difficult. You're seeing a couple different lines of defense for them. They're congesting the middle. I think if I'm Kira watching this first half, my halftime adjustment's going to be, let's get them into the middle, bring the ball in the middle, and then immediately get it back outside and take advantage of our wings, our 1v1 out on the wings.
Trying to get it through, but picked off nicely by Caitlin Taylor. Kept alive by the Spartans into Ashlyn Little. Plays it off the stomach. Got to give credit to Ashlyn Little there. She took the old windbreaker, I call it. Ball right off the middle of the stomach. Ashlyn Little playing hard. And we're going to get our first timeout presented by Coca-Cola Bottling. We're going to take a quick 60-second break. The Govs lead here 1-0 early in the first half. You're listening to Pierre Governors Soccer on River 92.7.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Dano's Marine in Fort Pierre is your one-stop shop for all things boats and watercraft. They are your local Vexus and Alumacraft boat dealer, some of the best boats on the water. Dano's also offers a full line of services to maintain your boat out of the water so you can enjoy more time on the water. Their certified technicians proudly service Yamaha, Mercury, and Everroot motors. Stop in today to visit about your next watercraft. Dano's Marine, proud sponsor of Pierre and Fort Pierre athletics and events.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket, out to 3J.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
First, we're about to kick off the second half. I thought we were only 20 minutes into the first half. That's how quick and exciting this game has been. Govs lead 1-0 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Justin Coward alongside Chris Derry. William Wilson back in the booth. Caleb Brozick doing the camera work for us today. We've got us all set up. We've got a whistle, and we are underway here in the second half.
Funny talking to Nicole there, the center ref, and she kind of echoed the same thing we were talking about over here. It's a little bit sporadic right
now. Yeah, it is.
She's like, it's just, there's no rhythm yet. She's waiting for the rhythm to set in.
You know, and that's so interesting that you say that, and a great point to be made, because that's how it has felt. It feels like as one team starts to get a little bit of momentum, boom, it hits a wall, and the other team picks it right back up. Spearfish well in this game, and just one goal away from tying this thing up, finding that equalizer.
And it's funny, the referees, they're the same as the players out there. They like a good rhythm into a game, and it just makes the game go a little bit better even for them.
And talking to Justin Griffith, he let us know about the different captains, and he's got a great mix of personality with these captains. Lauren Piotr, he said, is the vocal presence. As we said, he believes she's the best goalkeeper in the state, as this one's played back out in front of the box of Lauren Piotr. Going to be cleared over to the far side, giving chase Devin Van Roekel, and Sarah Heine going to be played down towards the end line, kept alive. Devin Van Roekel fighting hard for this ball still, and now an injured player down for the Spartans. We'll see if they decide to stop play. She is still down. We can't get a number for it. It looks like Daniela Rodriguez is the injured Spartan. We're going to get a whistle here on the field. Make sure Daniela is okay.
And that's a referee's number one job. People don't understand the referee's job. Your first, foremost, and most important job as a referee is player safety. And Nicole takes that seriously as a former player herself. So stop play, make sure the player's okay, bring the ball back here, and we'll restart it with possession for Spearfish.
And great to see Daniela Rodriguez back up and walking around. As you know, the Spartans team ravaged with injuries, ACLs going left and right. So can just only hope that this team stays healthy on the offset the rest of this season. It's going to be played forward by Savannah Thompson. That was right here at midfield, now taken away by Lexi Hilmer. Lexi Hilmer looking for Van Roekel forward. Ball fought for at midfield, Devin Van Roekel.
And you just heard Kira Swenson over there, Coach Kira, yell at Ireland, switch fields, don't play it back into pressure. So obviously Kira has brought that up about getting that ball away from pressure, switching the fields, point of attack, and getting it down the other side.
Pushing it far side. The speedy Devin Van Roekel chases after it, crosses it back towards the middle of the field. Natalie Flottmeyer just a little bit high as she tried to hop up in the air and play that one through, unable to bring it down, taken forward by Savannah Thompson for the Spartans. Played back towards the middle of the field by Caitlin Taylor, and now cleared way back. Emily Swanson going to come out of the box, tee this one up on a couple bounces, and play it forward back towards the middle of the field. Off the thigh of Jasmine Yost, back towards Allie Hutchinson, played forward for Lexi Hilmer. Hilmer trying to get it forward to Graceland Taylor. Graceland Taylor turns around on a corner, and now a little bit of a momentum here coming. Tried to feed it through for Flottmeyer, but picked off nicely by the Spartans.
Yeah, and that was a good heads-up play by Graceland. She's trying to put a ball on the platter there for Natalie to get in behind and go one-on-one versus Piotr.
Just got to keep pushing, trying to find those lanes. Waiting for the throw-in patiently here. Now finally thrown in, played off the head of Jersey Understock, right in front of Ireland Templeton. Jasmine Yost boots it forward. Rodriguez going to let this one bounce harmlessly over to Piotr. Piotr plays it low line driver, picked off by Lexi Hilmer. Hilmer plays it through, beautiful feed to Graceland Taylor. He gets it up in front for Natalie Flottmeyer. The shot, goal! It's a score! The second goal of the game. Natalie Flottmeyer gets her second of the game. It's 2-0 Govs.
And that's that play Graceland just tried a few minutes ago, getting that ball right through to Natalie. Natalie gave her a little bit more of an angle this time, gave a nice diagonal run behind the defenders, and finished it off with a right-footed low pass into the back of the net.
Beautiful job by Graceland Taylor to Natalie Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer now with 2 goals on the game. And Flottmeyer now has found herself in perfect position twice.
Well, she's been in good position 2 or 3 times. First half, she had the one that was a breakaway over here just a few minutes ago. Graceland tried getting her, so Natalie's making some great dangerous runs up front, and right there, Graceland smart player picking it up, picking her head up, and picking her out.
And now an opportunity for the Spartans, and it's a shot on goal and a score. And a celebration. As she goes down, it was Kate Scharf on the goal for the Spartans. And just like that, right back in this thing, 2-1. A lot of action here in a quick little bit of time here.
And that right there, Ireland had a mistouch, a little mistake there. Tried to recover from it, and a heck of a half volley, as we call it in soccer.
That was a gorgeous touch there by Kate Scharf, an absolute cracker on goal that Emlyn Swanson could do nothing about.
Caught Emlyn off guard, caught everyone off guard. She pulled that out of the air, hadn't shown that the whole game, and all of a sudden pulled it out of her bag of tricks.
You could have put Emlyn Swanson and Lauren Piotr in that goal, and still I believe Kate Scharf would have found the back of the net. Gorgeous score for the Spartans as they draw within one goal. Here comes up the near sideline, Katie Hostler playing it back towards the middle. It's going to be corralled by Caitlin Taylor, played through but picked off by the Spartans, and now won by Ireland Templeton. Templeton plays it through to Jasmine Yost. Jasmine Yost turns the corner looking downfield for a Gov teammate, plays it forward for Katie Hostler. A little bit too tough on the touch, but now taken away nicely by Yost, and now Flotmeyer feeds Yost coming down to the near side of the box. Cross back in front of the net. Shot on goal. Another score for the Govs, this time Devin Van Rokel. What a feed and what a shot by Devin Van Rokel. Beautiful crossing pass. And the Govs find the back of the net again. Wow, we've gotten 3 goals in the past 3 minutes when we just had one in the first 40.
Yeah, and that right there, beautiful pass. A little give and go from between Jasmine and Natalie. And exactly what we're talking about, get that ball from the backside. That's exactly what Jasmine did. Top of the 6 on the backside. Lauren was coming across the face of her goal, and Devin Van Rokel put it against Lauren's momentum and back post. And beautiful, beautiful one-time finish by Devin Van Rokel. That's hard to do.
We are seeing some top-tier soccer here in the first couple minutes of this second half. Govs lead 3-1 on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard.
Obviously, the halftime adjustments by both coaches, you're seeing them here.
I would say so.
Both coaches have picked out some things they want to work on, and it's resulted in 3 goals in a few minutes.
Jasmine Yost with a beautiful slide tackle wins the possession for the Govs. Daniela Rodriguez chasing this one down to the far side corner. You know, we talked about the first half, a little bit helter-skelter, teams not really finding their rhythm. But now that is completely flipped, and now Ireland Templeton steals it away. Katie Hostler near side, looking to find Natalie Flotmeyer in the middle, but taken away nicely there in the middle by Kenya Johnner. Johnner plays it through, but picked off by Jasmine Yost in the Govs. Plays it forward for Natalie Flotmeyer. Can she find a way through? Defended nicely by the Spartans. Katie Hostler now controls it near side. Playing it through to Ireland Templeton, trying to find a lane, tries to cross it back towards the middle, but deflected away nicely there by Holly Wise.
Natalie did a really smart thing there, and it's something that you don't see, you don't talk about enough, but instead of coming in, flying in at the defender who had the ball, she just came in patient and made her play the direction where her teammate was to turn it over, and that's, something as coaches you want to tell your players, don't come diving in, don't make it easy for them to get around you, make it predictable, and that's what Natalie did by coming in under control like that.
And Flotmeyer contesting that ball there, played for Ashlyn Little. Little now plays it here near side for Savannah Thompson. Thompson now working it, plays it through to Little. Little bounces it up off the hand, didn't see it by the officials there. Play will continue. Savannah Thompson tries to cross, Jasmine Yost picks it off, plays it back across midfield. Natalie Flotmeyer wanted to go for the steal there, but thought better of it and just got herself in good defensive position. This one gets through the legs, and now chasing after it, Savannah Thompson going to keep it alive for the Spartans. Fight for the ball between Thompson and Yost. Yost diving down, kicks it through, picked up by Kenya Joyner. Or Johnner, I should say, excuse me.
And you saw Spearfish right there, again, changing that point of attack. I know I keep going back to it, but it's so important in soccer to find those 1v1, or as I like to tell my U12 team, numbers up. Your numbers up advantage. Where do you have it on the field? And generally, if you can switch fields, you're going to be numbers up for that advantage.
Holly Wise going to throw this one in for Spearfish. Throws it over the head, Savannah Thompson. Put up underneath by Kate Scharf, out of play.
little bit of a helter-skelter here for the.
And now Kate Scharf chasing this one down. Emlyn Swanson comes way out of the box to clear that one out. Dubs JV boys team just scored a goal right behind us.
Emlyn doing her best impersonation of sweeper keeper out there, which is what's needed. I mean, you play high up at the top of the 18 like that. Save your defenders those runs for the time that you need them to make those runs.
Savannah Thompson, the hard-working captain for the Spartans, going to check out of this game. Ball being played down far side sideline. Bunched up, now played forward to Gracelyn Taylor, now trying to set something up. Tried to play a crossing pass for a chasing Jersey understock. Going to be chased down here and played forward by Kenya Johnner. This one rolls out of bounds. And the Govs will get the ball back to throw this one in. Caitlin Taylor for the Govs.
Good hustle by Jersey understock right there to try to get the ball and cause a turnover to earn the throw in for her team.
Doing it again. Caitlin Taylor throws it back in. Understock going to play it back to Taylor. A little give and go between these two here. Ireland Templeton plays it forward for Understock. And now picked off by the Spartans. Back and forth here at midfield. One team will control, the other will take it away. And on we go. Now Gracelyn Taylor pushing it forward, trying to find Flotmeyer in the middle for an opportunity. Played right back to Lexi Hilmer. Nope, not Lexi Hilmer, Jasmine Yost, rather off the back of a Spearfish defender. Now popped up just outside of the box. Ashlyn Little will take it forward.
Get behind the ball, Jazz. Let's go.
She plays it here near side to Anna Taglioli. Taglioli now taken away by Caitlin Taylor. Jersey Understock plays for it.
I just want to mention that was great control by Caitlin Taylor. Patient, poised, did everything right there as the outside defender. Took the ball, found the open lane, passed it up for an attack. Great job, Caitlin Taylor.
Allie Hutchinson will play it forward. And maybe a player for our big play of the game. Chris Derry has had his chair delivered, and all is right in the world.
Yeah, luckily I have a wonderful wife who's willing to help me out.
And now an opportunity here. Devin Van Rokel putting some pressure on, takes it away. Lauren Piotr out of the box, and Devin Van Rokel circles around her and puts the ball in the back of the net for her second goal of the game.
Yeah, Lauren Piotr tried to come out. She hesitated, which is what hurt her a little bit there. She's, for some reason, that's the second time she's hesitated, and as good of a keeper as she is, it's hard. What do you do in 1v1s? And as a keeper, you either come out hard or you try to wait for them to make the mistake. And it looks like she was caught in between those two thoughts.
Well, she had to make a decision. It was either stay back in the goal and try to take on a firing shot from Devin Van Rokel, who's got an absolute cracker of a leg, or come out, try to defend it. She had to make a decision quick. She went out, did the best she could, but Devin Van Rokel, beautiful footwork to get around the great goalkeeper, Lauren Piotr, and to find the goal, making it 4-1 for the Govs on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard.
Yeah, in the second half, this game has really opened up. There's a lot of space out there to attack into, and you're seeing the Governors really take advantage of it by playing those balls in behind the defenders.
And got to give props to Katie and Coach Kira Swenson for their adjustments at halftime, making this possible. Played through Kate Scharf, trying to chase it down. Allie Hutchinson will play it back to Swanson, who clears it out. Grace Inbricht pushes it forward, and now Spearfish probably going to have to make some adjustments here as the minutes starting to wane. We're probably about halfway through our second half, and Spearfish going to have to start really forcing the issue if they want to get back into this game trailing by 3.
And, that's, as a coach, Coach Justin over there, he talked about all of his injuries, and the injuries are never going to show more than right now when you really need to change your game. You need to press. You need to push the issue a little bit. And I know that's not what he wants to do as a coach, and he doesn't. His team, that's not what they're built for. They're built for low-scoring games. So starting to get into these shootouts is definitely a disadvantage for his team. But Coach Justin's a good coach. He'll make those adjustments.
And a glaring issue, as you mentioned, the injuries that Spearfish is dealing with, doing everything they can as they're thinned out with some of their best players on the sideline. Talking to Justin Griffith, he was so proud of his team as their role models in their community, building a culture around this soccer program. They host camps for their younger players. Their varsity team gets heavily involved. They've got a camp that they call for their youth It's called Fundamentals, and the emphasis is on the F-U-N in that one. They like to have fun, but he told me he's building a culture at Spearfish around this soccer program. And it's got to be a great base to start with, a great goalkeeper like Lauren Piotr, but also a great defensive team. You know, the Govs have gotten the best of them defensively today, but through the season, Spearfish has really fallen heavily on their defensive side.
Yeah, the games that they're competitive in are the low-scoring type games, and that's what they were hoping for here. And the Governors, we're talking about all the injuries for Spearfish, but let's not take anything away from what the ladies have done here. They've taken advantage of mistakes. They've put the ball into space. They've used their speed, switched the point of attacks. They've done everything that they need to do to win this game as well.
Lexi Hilmer fighting for that ball with a couple Spearfish defenders. Devin Van Rokel going to be played a little bit too tough. Some substitutions waiting here for both teams. See when they get checked in. Josephine Wirtz and Katie Hostler going to check in for the Govs, and Grace Bordowick going to check in for the Spartans when they get the whistle. Lauren Piotr going to boot this one high up into the Governor's sky. With a big bounce off of this hard ground, going to be played forward. Kate Scharf giving chase. Allie Hutchinson just going to try to clear this one out. The bullet turns the corner. I thought she was going to kick that one out of play. Somehow keeps it alive. Plays it up to Jersey Understock, who gives it right back. And now a little bit of give and go. Gets it through the defense here at midfield. Allie Hutchinson weaving her way through the defense of the Spearfish Spartans. Gracelyn Taylor plays it forward now to Natalie Flottmeyer, who's got an opportunity, but whistle is up and the flag is up. And Natalie Flottmeyer was offside. She had wide eyes as she found saw the back of the net there, but got a little bit too ambitious.
Yeah, she was looking for that hattie. She wanted the hat trick, and just got a little bit. The defense on the Spearfish side, you saw them all look at each other. They stepped forward, caught her off sides. Great job by the Lady Spartans, but dangerous game you're playing against a team that's got the speed of the Governors.
Gabrielle Onick waiting to check in as well. And Sophia Sidkern-Moore also going to check in for the Spearfish. Got 5 substitutions waiting to get some tired legs off the pitch. Played through the middle of the field, taken away by Natalie Flottmeyer, fighting for it hard, gets it over to Lexi Hilmer. Hilmer gets it up to Gracelyn Taylor with a nice feed far side for Devin Van Rokel. Pushes on again for the Govs. Van Rokel taking it down to the far corner, slides down. Taken away by the Spearfish Spartans, but now a shot on goal finds the back of the net. An absolute darter. Who was that for the Govs? Waiting to get a jersey number. That one was from way outside the box, and Jasmine Yost with her first goal of the game. It's 5-1 Govs.
Great shot. You could not have placed that any better. Far upper 90. Great shot from Jasmine Yost, and again, mistakes.
As the great play-by-play caller for the Buffalo Sabres, Rick Jenneret, used to say, top shelf where mama hides the cookies. No way Lauren Piotr was going to be able to get to that one. Perfectly placed ball from Jasmine Yost from way downtown.
Took me back to a movie. That's the way the cookie crumbles with that quote.
Also based out of Buffalo, the Bruce Almighty quote. So I'm getting my Buffalo references in here. And folks, if you need me tomorrow, don't call between the hours of noon and 3:30. Bills taking on the Cardinals. That's where I'll be. Devin Van Rokel playing this one forward. Josephine Wirtz trying to chase it down. Also trying to chase this one down, Katie Hostler, but taken away and played nicely by Kenya Johnner. This one's going to be a throw-in here by a coach of the Spearfish Spartans. She was a little bit curious about where that one needed to go. Now it's going to be a set-piece kick away here by Daniela Rodriguez. Gales Gas Service scoreboard 5-1. The Govs lead the Spearfish Spartans here as we're creeping into the later part of our second half. Ball going to bounce a couple times. Piotr fields it.
Yeah, and you're going to see some players getting some play time now. Good opportunity to get some experience for some other players who haven't gotten a lot of minutes.
A couple other new jersey numbers. Cora Pearson checking in, and maybe a JV player for the Spartans, number 44 that we don't have on our roster. Ball played high up into the air near midfield. And now the substitutions coming in. Natalie Flatmeyer, 2 goals on the game, checks back in for the Govs.
Coming in for the other goal scorer, Jasmine Yost, huh? Very good.
Jasmine Yost, still a... How far out would you say that shot from Jasmine Yost was?
25 or 30.
I'm going to lean towards 30.
Yeah,
make it sound better. I mean, it was an absolute rope, never changed trajectory at all.
No, it was. She hit that ball as pure as you could want, and you could tell by the way it hit the net. It didn't feather down the net. It put the net backwards when it hit it.
Some fresh legs for the Spartans, chasing that one down, but a little bit too far out of play here. Going to be thrown in near side by Shaylee Speck now into the game for the Govs for the first time today. Plays it forward to Lexi Hilmer. Our local train passing by, honking the horn for the Govs. I'm sure he's tuned into the game, listening to the Govs with the 5-1 lead. Ball being fought for also into the game. Allison Demers for the Govs, far side, right at midfield. Gracelyn Taylor takes this one away. Crossing it near side for Katie Hostler with a nice head forward for Josephine Words, but picked off nicely. Shaylee Speck comes in, picks it off. Katie Hostler trying to feed it through, a little bit of soft touch, mishit there, and played back towards Emlyn Swanson's home base. Allie Hutchinson and Emlyn Swanson fighting for it, a little bit of confusion. Loose ball, but taken away by Allie Hutchinson. Miscommunication almost led to a goal there for the Spartans.
Great recovery by the Bullet. Just miscommunication there. She got the ball and said, "Oh, it's time to get it out of here." She just took it out of there at full speed.
They were kind of looking at each other like, "You take it, no, you take it, no, you take it."
Yeah,
Allie Hutchinson finally said, "I'm taking control here."
Yeah, and that's that's what you want out of that leadership role that you have there with her, and she took command of the situation and got the ball forward.
Ball going to be thrown in near side for the Spartans. Holly Wise throws it in. Fought for. Holly Wise going to come back to it and clear it across midfield. Allie Hutchinson off the chest. Back and forth. Ireland Templeton crosses it to the midfield side. Josephine Words trying to chase it down. Shaylee Speck picks this one off. Fighting for it here right in front of us with Anna Taglioli. Speck now controlling it, soft touch right here into the middle of the field, taken away by the Spartans. Grace Bordewick with it, plays it back to Holly Wise, who plays it over to our player who can't be named because she's not on our roster. Love to name her, number 44, I believe her name is Katie. If I hear the Spartan bench correctly. Allie Hutchinson chasing this one down here in the Govs defensive zone, plays it forward for Katie Hostler. Fight for the ball, Lexi Hilmer going down to the ground. She'll boot it out between the legs of Anna Taglioli. Taglioli will field this one and throw it in, and now some substitutions pulling off the blue over jersey for the Govs, and some new names coming in for Kira Swenson when they get the chance. Got Addison Bass heading over towards the sideline to check in alongside Micah Klinger. Caitlin Taylor also going to be checking in. A mass substitution coming here for the Govs. Jasmine Yost back into the game. Micah Klinger, Caitlin Taylor all coming in.
And again, invaluable experience coming in for the girls right now. Getting that opportunity, getting these varsity minutes. Again, we talked about the depth earlier from injuries. This is how you build that depth, by giving them these minutes. So when you do have those injuries, they have the experience to fall back on.
Absolutely. All going to be picked up here near side by Shaylee Speck. Under 20 minutes to play here in this first game of our doubleheader action here at the PILC Soccer Complex. Couldn't have asked for better weather.
Yeah, this is beautiful out. I mean, it's just sit out here and just enjoy the weather. It's not too hot, not too cold, just everyone loves the fall. Me personally, I'm a hot guy. I love the heat, but
and you live in South Dakota.
Well, no.
Trust me, you don't
I like my winters.
No,
too,
we get plenty of warm weather up here in South Dakota. Nothing like I was experiencing down in Atlanta. You could cut that humidity up there or down there with a knife.
Yeah, and where I got my heat from was down even further than that.
Shot on goal by Jasmine Yost, floats a little bit wide of the net. Gonna roll out into the street.
Even down in Central America, down in Panama, right on the
you got it. You got plenty of it.
Yeah. So I like the heat, but hey, I like the winter time too. So when it gets cold, I love the cold. I love the heat.
Well, I've kept my mouth shut because I know that I'm not going to say anything about the heat because in a couple months I'm going to be complaining about the cold.
Nah, cold just refreshes our body a little bit.
Well, my dad hooked me up with a jacket that's way too thick to wear anywhere. He couldn't wear it in Atlanta, so he said, here, you take it up to South Dakota. You'll get good use out of it. I look like I'm defusing a bomb in one of those bomb suits. That's how thick that jacket is. Graceland Taylor playing it here at the middle of the field, played forward, trying to get it up the field for Caitlin Taylor. This one's going to roll out of bounds. Graceland Taylor gives chase. Now quick throw in. Trying to find Addison Bass down low. Ball out in front of the top of the box. Played forward here up the field for Adeline Bunny for the Spartans. Now played forward. Kate Scharf giving chase, but Emlyn Swanson comes up to clear that one out nicely.
And Emlyn again, it's fun to see when the girls are playing the formation that they want to play and they're playing it well. It looks like they're settling into it. The practices have been doing good. The games have given them that experience. It's going to be fun to see as the season goes on what the Governors here do with as they get better at playing this formation and running it.
Game's not over yet, but the Govs with a commanding 5-1 lead at 5-1 on the season, looking to improve to 6-1 on the year. Graceland Taylor, middle of the field, played it forward, trying to find Addison Bass, but off the foot. Shaylee Speck, who has been nothing but active since she's gotten into this game. And Chris, we can start looking ahead too down the season at this Govs team, who you got to imagine has obviously playoff, expectations, but this is a state championship caliber squad here.
Yeah, and I said at the beginning of the season, I thought they were a top 3, top 4 squad, and they're proving it every game. And
ball played into the middle here. Sorry to cut you off there, Chris. Addison Bass had it wide open, but just played it a little bit far wide of the net. She was one-on-one with Lauren Piotr. I think she was a little bit astonished at how open she was in front of the net.
Yeah, she was.
So I looked around, said, where is everybody, and just played it a little bit wide.
Yeah, she just needed to let that ball come across her body and then strike it. And she was expecting a defender to be there, so she struck it quickly instead of being a little bit patient. And that's just youth and not experience at this level. And as she does more of it, she'll get better at it and become a much better. Later on in the season or next year, I would not expect her to do that same thing.
Yeah, and that plays, of course, to the point you just made about Kira Swenson able to get in some of these younger players that don't see as much playing time, get them that experience, and just invaluable opportunity here to get some live action playing time. Natalie Flatmeyer plays this one back for Shaylee Speck. Speck plays it across to the middle of the field for Micah Klinger. Klinger plays it over to Caitlin Taylor, who tries to get it to Graceland. And that one's going to be played out of bounds. Graceland Taylor, a little bit too much contact there.
But good on Graceland. I'm sure Kieran's going to look back to that later and be happy with her. She lost the ball, and we always tell the players, if you lose the ball, you're the first one to go get it back, and that's exactly what she tried to do right there. Yeah, she got the foul, but the effort was there, which is what, as a coach, you definitely want to see.
Got to imagine Kira Swenson is all pleased with this performance here out of this Govs girls team.
Yeah, absolutely. She saw a lot of good things. Her halftime adjustments were spot on.
Yeah.
They did exactly what they needed to do this second half. Took a 1-1 game, which, hey, you know what? The half went by fast in the first half. It was a lot of action, but it was a 1-1 game, and all of a sudden it just exploded in the second half. And it's a great job on the coaching staff, but even more importantly, great job on the ladies for carrying out what the coaches are asking them to do.
Well, it was a 2-0 game, and then Spearfish in the second half quickly cut it to within 1, but since then it's been all Govs. Played to the middle. Kate Scharf turning around, popping it up into the air. Now an opportunity, but a whistle on the field and an offsides against the Spartans.
Yeah, and the young ladies from the Spartans team here are just trying to get some numbers forward, trying to create something to get out there on the field and make a dangerous opportunity.
Ball down far side. Caitlin Taylor with it. Got a couple more substitutions. Dillman going to come in for Emlyn Swanson. Grace Inbricht's going to check back into the game, as well as Ireland Templeton. Waiting to get thrown in here. A little over 10 minutes to play, I'm assuming, if my math is correct. Zoe Bauer also going to be checking into the game for the Govs when they get the opportunity. Natalie Flottmeyer here near side plays it across to Shaylee Speck. Loose ball out behind us. And quickly picked up by a JV player. And, man, that was good timing. They are right in the area of where that ball came in. Adeline Bunny with it, trying to play it across out in front of the middle of the net, and a possible opportunity picked up by Emlyn Swanson.
A great job by Allison Demir. She shielded off the Spearfish striker right there, allowed Emlyn to come out uncontested, untouched to get the ball, protecting her keeper. Great job on Miss Demirs.
Played across towards the middle of the field and pushed ahead. Addison Bass fighting for it, taken away by the Spartans. Played forward for Adeline Bunny. Bunny plays it back towards the middle, but right into the waiting foot of Natalie Flottmeyer. Now turning it around quickly, Allison Demirs playing it to the far side. Ball still controlled here at the middle of the field by the Govs. Gracelyn Taylor smartly playing it back to Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer now plays it through to Addison Bass. Bass loses the possession of it, taken away by Holly Wise. And now being played forward, Adeline Bunny trying to get to it, but Shaylee Speck using her speed to get down there, kicked away by Bunny.
Great job, great positioning by Shaylee Speck. Put herself in position to see that the ball, she got to guide the ball out. The only option that the Spearfish player had was to just kick it out of bounds and hopefully try to create some forward pressure to get the ball back and try to get an attack out of it.
And now Peyton Dillman into the game between the pipes for the Govs. Emlyn Swanson checks out for her day, only allowing 1 goal today. Great job between the pipes. Another great performance. Have yet to see a bad one from Emlyn Swanson this season. Gracelyn Taylor controls it middle of the field. Looking downfield, trying to feed it forward for Allie Hutchinson. Allie Hutchinson's got a beat on it, near side. Trying to cross it back towards the middle of the field for Grace Inbricht. Inbricht with a shot off the post. Nearly put it in the goal. Perfectly fed from Allie Hutchinson. Grace Inbricht's going to be seeing that one tonight.
Great little give and go there, and great vision by our center back who's now playing up front there. And Grace Inbricht trying to go for that near post. It was there.
It was there. She was laughing. She knows if she got another opportunity at that one, she's probably putting it in the back of the net. Allie Hutchinson pestering down there Holly Wise, trying to get the possession back. 5-1, 10-1, I don't care what the score is. Allie Hutchinson's going to play till the last whistle.
Yep, and that's just Allie's way of playing. She's just going to be all out, 100% wherever she is on the field. And great.
They're still giving it to each other. Grace.
Yep, they're still laughing.
Allie Hutchinson say, "Come on, I can't place it any better for you." Grace Inbricht having fun with it. That's a great thing about this team. They can always laugh at themselves too.
Yep, and that's, we call that the silver platter. She put it up there on that silver platter for her, and just I'm assuming Grace is gonna get another chance. I'm assuming, and she does. I wouldn't bet against her putting it in the net the next time.
Shaylee Speck now to throw this one in. Hidden behind a coaching staff of the Spearfish Spartans. I now see the ball coming out right towards the middle to Jasmine Yost. Yost turns it around, plays it back towards the middle of the field for Ireland Templeton. 8 minutes to play here in the ball game. Caitlin Taylor now crossing it back towards the middle of the field. Tries to find Allie Hutchinson right in the middle. And now a nice takeaway from Caitlin Taylor, but Daniela Rodriguez with a nice steal for the Spartans. Plays it up to Holly Wise. Wise trying to turn the corner on Shaylee Speck, unable to do so. Speck with a beautiful steal. Allie Hutchinson now with it. Fought for and won by Daniela Rodriguez, who plays it up to Wise.
It's fun watching the defenders who are getting an opportunity to go forward and do the job of the strikers. They're having fun with it, and I always find it fun to watch the defenders play strikers and the strikers play defenders. They find out how hard it is for the other side to do the job. So,
well, Allie Hutchinson making it look easy too.
Yeah, with her speed, it's not hard to make things look easy.
Something that I wish I had. This one played forward, chasing after it. Savannah Thompson.
And an advantage for the Governors. You have Ireland Templeton, who I would consider probably as strong of a center back as anyone out there. And she's been playing the 6, the defensive center mid-roll, with Allie Hutchinson behind her. So it's kind of nice with the depth that they have for this 3-5-2. With you have Ireland, you have Allie, you have a few girls who can play in those different roles. You can drop Jasmine back to the 6 if you need to. It's a lot of variety that they can give and a lot of different looks.
And Ireland Templeton with a strong frame too, tough to get around, imposing figure.
Yeah, with a lot.
One of the taller players out on the field.
With a lot of big game experience. Ireland has been the member of a couple of our teams that have gone on to nationals and won U.S. Club National Championships. So she's seen all the different levels and has been exposed to them to bring it out here on the field.
Peyton Dillman gets her first touch of the ball as that one rolls softly, and she kneels down to one knee, fields it cleanly. And this one will be played forward to the far side for Zoe Bauer. Bauer loses the touch, fed forward for the Spartans, but out of play. So the Govs likely improving to 6-1 on the year. As we told you in the pregame, they had a very unusual 10-day break, and then they had a flurry of games, 4 games in 6 days or something of that nature.
An equally unusual amount of games.
Yeah, you give them the long break and then you just overload them with games, but you couldn't tell from this team.
Nope, they handled it. They handled it with a lot of poise, which is a compliment to the coaching staff and to the girls themselves.
And a trip here going to be whistled on Jasmine Yost as she went down. She'll be able to take the set piece just outside the box from the near side. Jasmine Yost boots it high up into the sky, low trajectory shot. This one's going to be crossed in front of the net, and it's going to be, I believe, a goal waiting on the call. It is. Wow, a very interesting goal there, just kind of rolled in softly. And I'm not sure who scored the goal on that one.
I couldn't
It was
see
so
either.
bundled up, and it was just kind of a confusing goal.
Again, though, another backside goal.
So we'll try to figure out who the goal scorer was on that. It was Allie Hutchinson. Allie Hutchinson and Caitlin Taylor both combining there, and I believe Allie Hutchinson gave the assist to Caitlin Taylor. That came from now our newest statistician, Natalie Flotmeyer.
Girls are coming off having a good time, and
they sure are.
They're
all
happy
smiles.
to share. Yeah, they're happy to share who's scoring the goals out there. It's a team effort, which is awesome to see from the girls.
And now Alice Rapp with an opportunity, trying to cross it back towards the middle of the field. Rapp jogs back to it, trying to take it away. Now Shaylee Speck kind of calming things down for the Govs. This one cleared out, and this will lead to a corner kick, I believe, for the Govs. Nope, they're going to say that was out on Shaylee Speck. And now Madison Storer, who checks into the game between the pipes for Miss Lauren Piotr, getting some time in the goal there for the Spartans. Ball played through here at midfield. And now taking it up, Savannah Thompson trying to find a lane towards the net. Cut off defensively by Ireland Templeton nicely. Now played towards the middle of the field, and Ireland Templeton comes in, makes a great play to clear that one out of the way. Sophia Sid Kern-Moore was right in front of the net, had an opportunity, but Ireland Templeton came flying in and was able to take that opportunity and shrinks the hopes of a Spartan goal, but they're going to get the throw in here.
And I mentioned earlier about Ireland Templeton and the experience that she has. I don't want to take it away from Graceland Taylor. Graceland's a part of those 3 teams as well, along with Ireland. So to have that invaluable experience amongst a couple of your team leaders out there is showing with their leadership on the field.
6-1 Govs lead on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard with a couple minutes to play here, on their way to their 6th win of the year. Shaylee Speck gets the ball to throw it in, checking in. Elena Rounds for the Govs. Going to come out of this game, Caitlin Taylor, who just scored the 6th goal of the game for the Govs.
And coming off with that big Caitlin Taylor smile.
Hard to miss, isn't it?
Yeah, the Taylor sisters, boy, I'll tell you what, they just, when they play with when they're playing with a big smile on their face, they are tough to handle on the field.
And now coming off the field, Kenya Johnner, after she was down for a moment. Good to see her up and walking around. She kind of labors off towards the bench, but she does it under her own power, so of course Justin Griffith happy to see that. Ball being fought for, Shaylee Speck in on it.
Speaking of big smiles,
Yep, another one for who I have to imagine is going to be
in the
big
running
player.
For sure.
She's got to be in the running for our Cowboy Country Stores Player of the Game today. 2 goals, and she's now given us some stats too on who scored the latest goal for the Govs. She's doing it all for the Govs today.
Multi-talented.
Ball being fought for here at midfield. Played back, and now an opportunity here for the Spartans, trying to feed it forward for Adeline Bunny, but down into the corner, and Peyton Dillman doing a good job to get over and field that one, as I do a good job to save my roster here.
That looked like a first baseman stretch right there.
You know what? I did stretch this morning in case that happens. I knew we were going to have a little bit of wind out here as the pill, because we often do. Don't have my glue stick, so I can't glue any of the rosters down, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Got the paperweight, the iPhone 7 doing the job today. All being fought for here by the Govs here in this middle 18. Being played up the near sideline here for Alice Rapp. Ball going to be thrown in by somebody. And that's going to be Shaylee Speck here for the Govs. Off the head, Allie Hutchinson back towards the goal. Elena Rounds giving chase, but taken away by the Spartans defense and played out of play. We'll see which way this one goes. Going to stay with the Govs. Speck hurls it in off the head here. Sophia Sid Kern-Moore now taken away by Allie Hutchinson.
Nice patient play by Ireland, just getting the ball across the other side of the field, away from pressure.
And with a 5-goal lead, too, you can play a little bit more comfortable. Not playing on edge, playing smooth soccer.
I just got to be patient. Just Spearfish now is chasing, which is what you want to see as a team in control. Make them chase a little bit more, just keep possession of the ball, pick your points.
And that whistle will mark the end of Game 1 of our doubleheader. So the Pierre Governors girls team gets another big win on our Gales Gas Service scoreboard, reading 6 Govs, 1 for the Spearfish Spartans. That concludes Game 1 of our doubleheader here at the PILC Soccer Complex. Folks, if you're going to be making your way out here for the second game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you on your way home from the game or out to the game, South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you buckling up is the best way to save your life in a crash. You've got someplace to be. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. We'll be right back here, try to get head coach Kira Swanson on to talk about the win, and we'll preview our second game of our doubleheader. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on River 92.7.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs. Call Family Dental at 224-7774 today.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Welcome you back here to the PILC Soccer Complex after the girls' Governor team wins 6-1 in Game 1 of our doubleheader. We're pleased to be joined by head coach Kira Swenson, improving to 6-1 on the year. Coach, we talked about this a lot in the in our pregame, but you had a 10-day break after your first couple games, and then you come back and have to play 4 games in 6 days, but your team did not look like they were affected by it at all. What do you have to say about your girls' Govs team here after their performance?
Yeah, I think we kind of started a little bit slow. That wasn't our best first half, but the girls talked about it during halftime. They fixed and made adjustments, and we came out a lot stronger in that second half, and that's great to see.
And, Coach, 6-1 on the season, 6-1 in this game. As you look ahead, you had goals from pretty much everybody across the board. You had 2 from Devin Van Rokel, 2 from Natalie Flottmeyer. The offensive presence became very apparent in the second half. Can you talk a little bit about the adjustments without giving too much away that you gave at halftime?
A big thing we talked about was that intensity, and the girls found that in the second half. They started moving for each other, and it just makes the game a whole lot easier. And we saw that then with all those goals coming so easy for us.
It also looked like, Coach, you had to talk a little bit about, again, not trying to give anything away, but switching the fields, getting out of pressure, playing, not playing back into the pressure, keeping it a little bit more simple. To me, it looked like that was a big fix in the second half.
Yep, these girls know how to play, those little things, and sometimes you just kind of want to force the ball and make it harder than it needs to be. And like you said, they made that adjustment, and then things were just easier.
Congratulations. That was head coach Kira Swenson after the 6-1 victory over the Spearfish Spartans. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. We'll be right back after this to announce our big play of the game and our player of the game. You're listening to Pierre Governors Soccer on River 92.7.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, Contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg. Thank you. For 55 years, Beck Motor Company is celebrating our 55th anniversary, and it's all thanks to you, our incredible customers. Join us on September 12th from 4:30 to 9 p.m. for a special event filled with delicious food, percussion drumline, face painting, live music from Casey Hughes. Also, Homestretch Band, Bounce House for the kids, and Street Master Car Club on display. It's our way of saying thanks for your support and loyalty. Come be a part of the festivities at Beck Motor Company and help us celebrate 55 years of serving you.
The boys' teams are warming up as we flip sides and look the other way as we're a couple minutes away from kicking off Game 2 of our doubleheader. Big thanks to Caleb Brozick for all the hard camera work and bringing my chair to the other side as we got a ton of wires here, and having to flip things the other way requires more than just one man. So thanks to our good friend Caleb Brozick for all of his hard work, and of course William Wilson back in the booth. Before we get to our boys game here, we're going to name our big play of the game. But before we do that, we're going to hear a word from our sponsors of the big play of the game, from Hermanson Endodontics.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
And our big play of the game had to come from Jasmine Yost as she was sitting about 30 yards outside of the goal, put an absolute cracker on the net, found the top right corner of the goal, and she is awarded our big play of the game. And now we're going to move to our player of the game. We could go a lot of different ways with this one, but our player of the game is going to go to Miss Natalie Flottmeyer, who had 2 goals on the day. She also helped us out, letting us know who scored that confusing goal down in front of the net. So our newest statistician, Miss Natalie Flottmeyer, is our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. Before we move forward, a word from our friends at Cowboy Country Stores.
Howdy, partners. Did you know that you can save up to 30 cents on a gallon of gas instantly when you use the Sinclair DinoPay app at all Cowboy Country Store locations? It's true, and it's fast, secure, and simple to use. Just go to your app store and download the green DinoPay app, follow the prompts, and save big money at the pump today.
Convenience from the country. Cowboy Country Stores.
And congratulations to Natalie Flottmeyer, the newest owner of a beautiful Cowboy Country Stores t-shirt. And folks, if you enjoyed this stream of this game and you want to make it easier on yourself streaming all of Pierre Governor Athletics and all of our athletics across the state of South Dakota, go and download the DRG News app. Make your listening more streamlined. Big thanks to our friends at Bauman Lumber for sponsoring our video and Gales Gas Service for sponsoring our scoreboard. We're going to be about a couple minutes away from kickoff. I'd say maybe 5 to 10. So we're going to take a quick 3 to 4 minute break, go use the restrooms, and get ourselves a little pregame snack. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on River 92.7.